Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! Pack the 60, go!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in his first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barber. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, how to sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Lopez. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
And Mitchell, 31 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 77.
Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for a
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go now. 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The slot man in motion right.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he rifles one incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
60 by Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice one.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And my goodness, another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 56, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he comes back with one complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Panther 60.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Hurts, 27 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 63, Ravens 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
2nd and 6.
79 Broncos. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Warriors 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception.
So before my fake hike, Jordan, it's me, and I'm accepting your challenge. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hand. He's got the little bitty baby.
Fellas. Booty boo. Booty boo. Do your taxes tonight? Taxes? Set up right here. Whenever you ready. I'm finna finish ours right now. Uncle Harold had a question too. Huh? You gonna do it on your own computer. Check. You got your W2, right? They give you a 31,000 deduction, and if you don't have stuff over 31,000, did you pay any school stuff?